plaque here on the end.
Okay, now for the 2011 Business Award winners. Each of our recipients were profiled recently in the Business Report by our award-winning staff, so I'll just hit the highlights as I introduce each of them. First category, Young Business Person of the Year. I bet Mark Ashworth's kids think their dad is pretty cool because the headline of our story in our recent issue was The Transformer. This 36-year-old president and CEO is just that. He helped Oxford Alloys grow from a regional supplier into a distributor with his own label of high-quality, corrosion-resistant welding alloys. Increased sales more than 600% since 2003 through new domestic and international markets. Received the President's E Award for Excellence in Exports in 2006. Under his leadership, Oxford Alloys made Inc. magazine's 2008 list of the nation's 5,000 fastest-growing companies. Mark Ashworth's vision for the family business has included a radical alteration of its path in order to compete on a global scale right here from Baton Rouge. Today, the company sells to 60 countries. His management philosophy is straightforward. He says, quote, "It's not what you say, but what you do." And for the 15 people who work with Mark and his wife Kelly, he says, they are more family than employees. Mark Ashworth made a decision in 2000 in Atlanta to come home to Baton Rouge instead of going to get his MBA at Vanderbilt. We're glad he did. Ladies and gentlemen, this year's Young Business Person of the Year, Mark Ashworth.
Well, Rolf, thank you for that nice introduction. Also, thank you to the panel who selected me for this award this evening, as well as to Junior Achievement and the Business Report for putting this event together. And also, congratulations to the other award recipients this evening. I am honored to be named Young Business Person of the Year. And when I reflect back on that path that started in 2000 that brought me to this point, I can't help but smile. I can remember vividly that night 10 years ago when I called Kelly, my wife, the night before we were scheduled to move from Atlanta to Nashville, and I said, "Stop the movers, we're going to Baton Rouge instead." That's a conversation I'll never forget. My back still hurts from those early days when Chris Polanski and I were performing all the sales and customer service functions with a paper inventory book that was never current, while at the same time pulling the orders, wrapping the skids, and doing all the warehouse functions. I still get tense with frustration thinking about that first meeting I had with a manufacturer in Seoul, South Korea, about producing products under our private label for us and getting resistance from them. And anytime I think about the day we shipped our first $1 million order to Dubai, I just get overwhelmed with pride. But before I made that call to Kelly 10 years ago, I was working for, at the time it was Anderson Consulting, now Accenture, in Atlanta, and I was grappling with my decision, go to the MBA program at Vanderbilt or return to the family business in Baton Rouge. And I was talking to a partner, and he told me that going back to the family business would not be challenging enough or rewarding enough, and that the MBA program was the right thing to do. Well, I have no doubt that the MBA program would have been a great experience and could have led to some exciting career opportunities. There's no question. But for me, to be able to come home to Baton Rouge, to the business that my father started, and with the help of a select group of high-achieving local individuals, and transition that company into an internationally recognized supplier and achieve exponential growth has certainly been challenging. And as far as rewarding, there is absolutely nothing more rewarding than stepping out into one of our warehouses and seeing product being shipped to all parts of the world that bears the name of the company my father started in 1970 with $5,000. So I smile when I think about this, not because of that crazy phone conversation I had with Kelly, but because I am so glad I did not listen to that partner at Accenture. And I want to thank the entire Oxford Alloys family. It's a very special group of people, and that includes everyone that works at Oxford Alloys, as well as the great companies and vendors that support our efforts here. It's a bunch of local talent that has helped helped Oxford Alloys blossom into an international company, and I thank each and every one of them. I also thank my very special wife, Kelly. Thanks for not divorcing me after that call. And also, thank you for your unwavering commitment to Oxford Alloys and to our two girls, Molly and Catherine. And a special thank you to my mom and dad. Thank you for teaching myself, my brother Scott, and my sister Jennifer to have the fortitude to define what success meant to each of us individually, and then instilling in us the work ethic to go after it, whatever it is, 100%. Thank you very much, and have a great evening.